Hi, I'm Minaj, and yeah. So in this video, we will solve a problem where we decrease a number multiple times based on specific groups. The number reduction is performed in a way that if the number uh, is non-zero, she decreases the number by one, and uh, okay. And if the number ends in zero, we remove the number that doesn't end in zero. We simply subtract. Okay, we will simply subtract the number one. So this process is repeated k times, and the result is printed. Okay, the result will be printed something. So now, and there are a condition that two integer number n and k, and both are less or equal to 10 to the power 9 and less or equal to 50, and the Tanya will subtract and the number subtraction correspondingly. Okay, so print one integer number and the result of decreasing n in and by 1 k times. So it means we should use the loop. Okay, and that so problem is that now we are going to the code. So where is my okay, so in that case we are using including studio.h. So in that case, we start by including the studio.h header file, which gives us access to functions like scanf for reading input and printf for displaying output. So now, next step is int main. We define the main function. This is the entry point of the program where the execution begins. The function will return an integer value when it finishes. So after that, int n, which is the input value, and or k. So both are integer value. So here we declare two integer variables, and will store the number we will modify, and k will store the number of times we need to apply the reduction operation on n. Okay, so now okay, scanf, we're using the scanf function %d and comma and comma and k. So in that case, what we are doing, the scanf function is used to take two inputs from the user. The first input is stored in and the number of to be reduced, and second input is stored in k, number of times we will reduce n. So that now we are use the for loop for int iteration go 0 semicolon I less than k, and increment of I iteration, and for loop is start. So we start a for loop, and that will repeat k times. The loop counter I starts at 0 and increments by 1 until I equals k minus 1. When it will fill up this condition. This ensures that the loop runs exactly k times. After that, if n person g equal 0, starting the if functions. In that loop we use the if functions, and it check if the last digit of n is 0. This is done using the modulus operator, which is percent. And if n percent 10 equal to 0, it means the last digit of n is 0. Okay, so now we are to the question. So yeah, n slash equals 0 10. It means if the last digit of n is 0, we divide by 10. This operation effectively removes the last digit from n. For example, if n is 120, if n equal to 120 and we divided by 10 gives us 12. Okay, so there are no remainder. Remainder is 0. So next, else, you start the else and n equal 1. In this block, we simply subtract 1. It means 1 n equal to minus 1. So, n minus 1. So this reduce n by 1 when its last digit is non-zero. For example, if n equal to 1, 2, 3 and subtracting 1 gives us n equal to 122. Okay. Now we closing the else, and after that the last work is printf %d integrated type // n comma, which is storing n. Let me go. After that return 0. The main function returns 0, which indicates that the program executed successfully. Oh, okay. So let's go over and how the output is generated based on the input and how the code is processed. Okay. First, we run it. And for example, 102. So this okay. So n equal to 100 and k equal to 2. K means the number of operation to perform. And the first operation, it will do the last digit of n equal to 0. Is 0 100? It means 100% 10 100% operator equal to 0. So according to the rule, since the last digit is 0, we divide 100 by 10, which is 100 by 10 equal to 10. So after the first operation, n becomes 10, and after that the last digit of n, equal to 10. Now the value of n is 10. So is also 10% 10 equal to 0. Where 10 by 10 division, 10 divided by 10 equal to 1. So after second operation, n becomes 1. So 100 is n and k is how many operations? 2 operations. And which will be first operation result as 10 and second operation result as 1. So it is complete. So output is satisfy me. Okay. So after that, now we are going to the CodeForces for submitting. Submit. Okay. Now just submit and paste. Yep, it is accepted. So to summarize this program, now I am giving it the summarize. This program reduces the number n by entire substating 1 or dividing by 10 based on whether its last digit is 0. The reduction happens exactly k times and the final result is printed. This is a simple and efficient approach to solve the program.